Guys, today we're going to make amazing exclusive cake. It will be raspberry coconut cream and it will be absolutely amazing, unique, and I hope very easy to make for you. And for this cake I will be using a silicone mold. It's a Eclipse 1000 from Silicone. I talk a little bit about this mold. The mold looks like this. It has like two parts, but we don't need to remove it, so we can leave it like here. For any silicone molds, when you work with silicone molds, you need to find a good bottom. So for me it's this stainless steel plate. You can use any wooden boards or anything that is flat, so that's why it will be easy for you to move it to any corner. Second thing, for our mold, for our cake, we need to make the crust, that crunchy part that will be in the bottom. So just for understanding, when we work with silicone molds, we make cakes upside down. So when we unmold our cake, it will look like this. And it means that the crust we will put on top of this cake. And I found that this round shape is perfect for 6 inches. It's 15 centimeters round mold. So that's why I also need for this cake my stainless steel round circle. You can use honestly any other 6 inches cake mold. And also I put my acetate strip here. Again, it's optional. I always talk about this tool in any my videos, so it just helps you to remove anything from stainless steel rings very fast, and it will look very beautiful. So here you are. For today we need 6 inches mold, and we need this Eclipse silicone mold from Silicone. So here you are. Just in case, if you don't have this mold and you don't want to invest money in it, you can make this cake into 8 inches mold. The only one thing, you first need to put the crust in the bottom of your cake and then pour the cream. For silicone molds we do in another way, so we pour the cream and then cover it with the crust. So you can see that the size of this mold is almost same like any 8 inches 20 centimeters regular round cake molds. And first thing that we need to do right now, we need to make our crust that we put into 6 inches mold, and we need to freeze it. And while we will be working on our coconut cream, our crust will be completely frozen and it will be easy to put it on top of our cake. The crust is very simple and very classic for any raw plant-based cakes. We have raw almonds. We add more coconut flavor. It's a shredded coconut, full fat, medium. And for now that is all. Now we need to crush everything together. I put inside 100 grams of soaked and pitted medjool dates and also 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Let's blend everything again. Once your blender or food processor got stuck, it's perfect. Now we can help it by hands. Just mix your butter. You need to feel that it is very sticky, and it is really sticky right now, so you can see how sticky it is. I love the combination of coconut, fruits and almonds. Usually it pairs amazingly. Here's our mold, and we just need to arrange our crust. Here you are. Here is our crust. Now we move it into the freezer, and we need to leave our crust for minimum 30 minutes in the freezer, so it should be like a stone. For the coconut cream, we need very simple and very usual ingredients for any raw plant-based cake, but to boost that coconut flavor will give us coconut butter. So please do not try to remove this ingredient, this coconut butter, from this recipe. So we have soaked and rinsed organic raw cashews. We have our sweetener. I use light color maple syrup, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of salt, and some water. You also can use coconut milk right now. Last two ingredients, coconut oil and coconut butter, we will add a little bit later. And also we have raspberries, but we put them like whole berries into our cream. So let's blend. A special video about coconut butter, coconut oil, what is the difference and how to prepare them for my cakes, please watch in a separate video. So I'm talking about it every time, but if you are very new, it's important to know how to work with it. The main thing, everything is now liquefied and it's easy to pour it into the blender. Usually when we add a thick coconut butter, our blender can get stuck. So that's why I stop it, I give it to breathe, and we can continue. Let me show you one life hack. For this we need a kitchen scale. We need our mold, and again, if we back to our silicone mold, we can see on the packaging the number 1000. It means that the volume of this mold is 1000 milligrams. For my raw cakes, it means that it's 1000 grams. So the total weight of our cake will be 1 kilogram. So what does it mean for us? I know that the weight of my crust is 200 grams. How I know? I just sum up my ingredients. Also, I know that I'm going to add 100 grams of fresh raspberries, and it means that we need to pour about 650-700 grams of cream inside of this mold, then arrange the raspberries, and then we will close our cake with our crust, and only in this way we will receive completely flat cake. So when we unmold it, you will never see any crusts, so it will be like eclipse, absolutely amazing cake. So now we just need to pour everything into our mold, drop our raspberries, and cover everything with the crust that is in the freezer right now. Let's retop a few times. Now we can put our raspberries. So once you put all your raspberries, dip them inside of the cream. Let me tap a few times to make it more flat. And let's grab our crust from the freezer. Here is our crust. Let's show you that it is quite easy to remove when it is frozen. Now, first of all, it's easy to remove the mold, to remove the acetate strip. How many grams we have here? So we have 222 grams, like I told you, almost 200 grams. And now the time to put it inside of this mold. And we need to press it a little bit. So it should be inside of our cream. So now we're going to receive tomorrow completely flat cake. So here you are. Our first part of this cake is ready. Tomorrow we remove it from the silicone mold and we will do that amazing decoration. So see you in a couple of seconds, but for me it will be next day. My mold was about 12 hours in the freezer. It is completely frozen right now. You may see, so it's not soft. And now we need to unmold it. And before doing, please find the serving plate for your cake. That plate or that cake board that you would put on the table. So once we put the cake on the serving plate, we do not move it anywhere else. So it's very important because our cake will be very soft and decorated. Okay, so let's remove the first part of our cake. Up. It's not hard to do, it's silicone. And second one, the only one thing I want to make completely a flat bottom, so that's why I want to grab the knife and just do something like this. And we can unmold it. So here you are. Here is our cake. You can see that we have some borders for our decoration today. It's not a problem, but if you ever decide to pour velvet coating and to create it completely like such a round beautiful cake, you can just remove these borders with your fingers, so it's quite easy to do. And how to make velour coating, I have a very special course. It's everything about advanced techniques of decoration with chocolate. Moreover, we make chocolate by ourselves. We do not use any artificial colorants, and I promise you, if you start making the cakes with velour coating, you can raise your prices up to $200–300 per cakes. Here is my plate. I help with this thing. Now to stick our fresh raspberries with our cake, we need to have a little bit soft cream outside of our cake. And to get this consistency, I'm going to leave my cake in the refrigerator for about 2–3 hours. And then we will continue to put raspberries on top of this cake. Okay guys, let's make this experiment and to decorate our cake with only raspberries all around this cake. So you can see I have about 4 packages of our raspberries. I want to find the most beautiful and I want to help my raspberries to stick to the cake, and I'm going to use a little bit of coconut butter, and here is a little bit of coconut butter. Here is our cake. So we want to find the most beautiful raspberries, dip them into the coconut butter lightly, and like stick to our cake without any pressure.